Good evening, I'm Steve Clement and welcome to Hullabaloo Action News. We have breaking news to report that this evening, a live dinosaur has taken up residence in one suburban Encinitas home. Our own Steve Jackson is live on the scene with this exclusive report. Steve, what can you tell us about this dinosaur?
Thank you, Steve. A living dinosaur was discovered in the backyard of this suburban Encinitas home. We spoke with residents earlier, and they say that this dinosaur was bumping into trees and eating people's cars. We go now to this footage shot earlier today.
I woke up this morning, and guess what I found? A big broken branch, leaves on the ground. Well, Mama says sometimes the branches just fall. I know better than not in it all. There's a dinosaur living in my backyard. He's bumping into trees and eating people's cars. Well, I tell you again, like I did from the start, there's a dinosaur living in my backyard. On the side of the house, over by the garbage pail, I found 4 big dinosaur scales. Well, Mama says those are just garbage can lids, but sometimes moms aren't as smart as their kids. Oh, there's a dinosaur living in my backyard. He's bumping into trees and eating people's cars. Well, I tell you again, like I did from the start, there's a dinosaur living in my backyard. Last night he must have made an attack, 'cause I found the bones from his dinosaur snack. Well, Mom says that's just a shovel and a rake. Sometimes even moms make mistakes. So there's a dinosaur living in my backyard. He's bumping into trees and eating people's cars. Well, I tell you again, like I did from the start, there's a dinosaur living in my backyard. I just found dinosaur egg is starting to hatch, man. I can see its legs. Well, Dad says that's just his Weber barbecue, but I wouldn't go near that thing if I were you, 'cause there's a dinosaur living in my backyard. He's bumping into trees and eating people's cars. Well, I tell you again, like I did from the start, there's a dinosaur living in my backyard.
As you can see, Steve, there's been a great deal of damage caused by this prehistoric creature.
Thank you for that fascinating report, Steve. Do scientists know what kind of dinosaur this might be and how it came to be living in a backyard in Encinitas?
Well, Steve, our experts at the Natural History Museum have reason to believe it is a rare species known as a Plastosaurus rex. They believe that its plastic exoskeleton kept it preserved for all these thousands of years. They do not, however, know what got it all wound up and brought it back to life. Steve, back to you.
Thank you, Steve, and do be careful. We don't want you or the Hullabaloo Action News van to be eaten by a Plastosaurus rex. Ladies and gentlemen, we will keep you updated on this important situation. We'll deliver new news to you as it is available. We go now to Steve Stiles with our Hullabaloo Action News pinpoint Doppler weather microclimate super pinpoint accurate weather forecast. Steve, how is our weekend weather shaping up?
Well, Steve, it is San Diego. It's gonna be sunny. Back to you, Steve.
Okay, Steve, you are the weather guy. Perhaps you could give us a little more detail.
Oh yeah, sure, Steve. Whatever you want to do. Let's take a look at the fancy map that we got. We got this pinpoint climate, microclimate, super acute Doppler something rather. We'll take a look at it. We got it up here. We might as well use it. Now we got today's temperatures at the zoo. It was sunny. At SeaWorld it was sunny. At Legoland it was sunny. Wild Animal Park it was sunny. Julian it was sunny. In Borrego it was really sunny. Back to you, Steve.
Okay, Steve, thank you. Thank you for that. I did notice, however, there was a little bit of rain on your map there. Did you see that? What can you tell us about that?
Huh. Yeah, look at that. That's why I don't even look at this. You know, the weather's pretty much the same every day. So yeah, it was raining at that one house. Why don't we use our fancy map thing, zoom on in there, and take a look at exactly what's going on in that house. Looks like maybe Solana Beach, Cardiff, somewhere in there.
I woke up to the sound of raindrops falling down and the kind of wind that chills you to the core. I knew right away this was my kind of day. I put my jacket on and I walked right out the door. Oh, it's raining, it's pouring, sitting inside is boring, but I don't have the time to sit here and complain. I'm heading outside instead to let the rain fall on my head. And good weather notwithstanding, I will be outstanding. I will be outstanding in the rain. I will be outstanding in the rain. Cold air in my lungs and raindrops on my tongue and soggy tennis shoes on my feet. I'm out here on the run, having way too much fun, finding every single puddle on the street. Oh, it's raining, it's pouring, sitting inside is boring, but I don't have the time to just sit here and complain. I'm heading outside instead to let the rain fall on my head. And good weather notwithstanding, I will be outstanding. I will be outstanding in the rain. I will be outstanding in the rain. Pull a big fuzzy blanket up to your chin, snuggle down deep, don't let the cold air in. I'll feed you to your cocoa and your cozy fireplace, 'cause I prefer the winter wind and raindrops on my face. Oh, it's raining, it's pouring, sitting inside is boring. I don't have the time to just sit here and complain. I'm heading outside instead to let the rain fall on my head. And good weather notwithstanding, I will be outstanding. I will be outstanding in the rain. I will be outstanding in the rain. Well, the forecasters say the storm could last for days. I'm prepared to soak up every drop. If it rains for a year, I will still be standing here, hoping that it's never gonna stop. Oh, it's raining, it's pouring, sitting inside is boring. I don't have the time to just sit here and complain. I'm heading outside instead to let the rain fall on my head. And good weather notwithstanding, I will be outstanding. I will be outstanding in the rain. It's outstanding to be outstanding in the rain.
So there you have it, Steve. It was raining at that one house. Now it's not raining anymore. Everything is sunny. All is good to go. Have a great weekend. Back to you, Steve.
Thank you, meteorologist Steve Stiles, with the look at our local weather. We go now to Officer Steve Constantine for our look at our evening's commute. How's the traffic out there, Steve? Steve? I'm being told that Steve is late for work because he was stuck in traffic. Ladies and gentlemen, that does it for Hullabaloo Action News this evening. Thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for the 6 o'clock news when Steve Rather has a special report on 17 foods that can save your life. Plus, Consumer Steve has a report on how you can retire this evening by simply clipping coupons and recycling plastic bottles that you may already own. Good night, ladies and gentlemen, and may the good news be yours.